YouTube, what's up? It's Lauren. I am coming at you today with my 1 week postpartum update. I'm gonna just touch on how I'm doing physically, mentally, emotionally, all that fun stuff of becoming a new mom. So I've got Cade hanging out on the floor right next to me here in his bouncer. He's kind of in and out of sleep, so if you hear him at all, that's what he's up to. I also have my window open right here. It is a beautiful night, so if you hear any outside noises, construction, geese, people, that's that. So let's jump right on in. Physically, I am feeling pretty good. 1 week postpartum, post C-section. I would say I'm doing pretty well. Each day is a little bit better. My incision still hurts a little bit if I move in a weird way or walk around too much. I definitely can feel it. I'm still taking pain medication pretty regularly. I'm doing 600 milligrams of ibuprofen every 6 hours. Definitely trying to keep up with that one. That one seems to help a lot. And then I also have Percocet prescribed to me, which I can take every 4 hours. And I can take 1 or 2 of them. I've been taking 1 of them typically, at least in the past couple of days. And it hasn't been as often as 4 hours, just kind of as needed. Usually 4 to 8 hours, I guess I would say. But pain-wise for the incision, not going too bad. I would say pretty typical healing-wise. The home health nurse that came out on Saturday did check my incision, and she said it's healing beautifully. It's basically all healed together. I do have little tape, little sections of tape throughout, across the incision, and I can take that off on day 10. Yeah, she said everything is right on track for healing. The one thing physically wise that is really uncomfortable and really bothering me is the swelling. I referred to my legs as tree stumps this week because it is so bad. Today, I have knees, I can tell where my knees are, but my feet and ankles, they're just so swollen. I wish I would have taken a picture of them at their worst. I'll try to insert a picture here kind of today what they look like, but it doesn't do it justice because I think day 4 postpartum was the worst, where literally my legs were so swollen. It was insane. It didn't look real. My skin was shiny and tight just because of how swollen it looked, it was, and it was crazy. So that has been really uncomfortable and not very fun to deal with. Completely normal though. I was on Pitocin for 24 plus hours and then, rushed to the C-section where they are just pumping you full of fluids. Pitocin is a water retention drug as well. However, they don't want to give me a diuretic or any other meds because it could affect my milk supply. So just kind of dealing with it, and they said it'll eventually start to absorb and go away. But yeah, just very, very uncomfortable. What else physically? My bleeding has been pretty minimal. One good thing from the C-section is they just kind of clear you all out. So I'm not complaining about that. It's funny because I made all of these padsicles, and I bought the size 5 maxi overnight pads and haven't used them at all. I'm going to try to pass them off to one of my girlfriends that is going into labor hopefully any day now. But yeah, so I haven't been using any of those. I just had to go out and buy the size 1 and size 2, really thin pads. So really minimal bleeding, which has been nice. Another positive with the C-section, I guess, I kind of mentioned that they cleared you all out. Well, I am pleasantly surprised with how my belly looks, and I'll do a belly shot at the end of this video. I don't know if I really want to refer to them as belly shots now, but yeah, just I'm pretty flat. Like I'll wake up in the morning. I do wear a belly band, just like a big elastic band at night. Kind of just helps hold everything together, I guess. If I'm like sleeping on my side, I try to take it off during the day just to like let myself breathe and heal and everything. But yeah, so I'll wake up in the morning and take that belly band off, and my belly's like flat, my tummy. So that has been nice. Throughout the day, if I'm not wearing the belly band, everything kind of starts to swell up again by the end of the day. But typically, or that's typical, I guess, normal. But yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised with how flat my tummy is. So let's switch gears a little bit and talk about breastfeeding and how that is going. It's going okay. So the first couple of days, I did have some pain, which is to be expected while my body is getting used to everything and I'm learning and he's learning and everything like that. However, unfortunately, the pain is lasting, and it's lasting kind of like throughout the nursing session. Now, it was confirmed in the hospital when he was born that he does have a tongue tie. That thingy. He does have a tongue tie, which luckily we are able to get fixed tomorrow. So we're going to go into his pediatrician and they're going to clip it, snip the little tongue tie. Makes me feel so sad for him. But yeah, they're going to snip it in the morning, and then I'm going to go visit a lactation consultant at the hospital that I delivered at in the afternoon. So I'm hoping we can get that all fixed and kind of on the right track tomorrow, and I can get some relief in nursing. In the middle of the night, I have been nursing. I don't feel like getting up and pumping in the middle of the night, so I'm kind of like just clenching my teeth and, you know, making fists and getting through the pain in the middle of the night. It is like toe curling pain. It's not normal. During the day, however, I have been pumping, and it's been interesting kind of to see how much I can pump. Now, I know that a pump is not as effective as baby as getting all of the milk out. So again, fingers crossed tomorrow I can get things kind of on the right track and we can start to exclusively nurse. However, I do want to keep pumping to start building up a supply. Right now I'm pumping exactly how much he's eating for each feeding, which is totally fine. I'm okay with that. But in the next couple weeks here, I would like to kind of start building up a supply for him, a freezer stash. So yeah, I'm pumping, let's see, anywhere between like 30 and 60 milliliters, still measuring in milliliters. I want to say 30 is 1 ounce. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, I'm producing a decent amount, I guess, as much as he is eating per feeding, which again, like I said, I'm totally okay with. But yeah, hopefully we can get some answers tomorrow and get some things fixed. So emotionally, I am actually feeling pretty good. Of course, with the balance of hormones and like everything just kind of going crazy and regulating again in my body, I've had my ups and downs, and I've just started crying for no reason, crying at like the drop of a hat, crying because I'm happy, or I don't know why I'm crying, and Teddy's just kind of like, what can I do? Like, he just feels kind of helpless, which I don't blame him at times because I don't even know why I'm crying sometimes. But yeah, overall, I don't believe I've had any like touch of the baby blues. Definitely not as far as like postpartum depression or anything. Of course, I'm only 1 week postpartum, so a lot can change in the upcoming weeks and months, and like even up to a year, I believe they will consider it postpartum depression. So yeah, things have been going really well. At times I have been getting overwhelmed with the amount of visitors, which I think is pretty typical. We have been trying to space them out as much as we can, but of course Teddy's family is from up north, so they kind of all came down together this past weekend, and it was, we had visitors here from like noon to like 8 p.m. I think on Saturday. And of course, they're all passing the baby around, and like I hardly held him at all. I had to excuse myself up to our bedroom to pump, and that day was definitely really overwhelming. I ended the day in tears, just because I wanted my baby, like, give me my baby, I just want to hold him. I miss him, which is weird because he's like, you know, right next to me. But yeah, overall, I think things have been going really well emotionally. But again, like I said, that can change, so I'll continue to update you guys, I guess. On the diabetes side of things, real quickly, I'll touch on things, again, have been going pretty well. My blood sugars have kind of seen some more ups and downs, probably just because I'm a little bit more laxed about it, because, you know, I don't have another human being growing inside of me that, you know, is relying on me to keep my blood sugars, like, exactly perfect. So it has been fun to kind of indulge in some foods that during pregnancy I like couldn't even look at without my blood sugar going high, like cereal. Literally there's 3 boxes of cereal in our cupboard right now, and we haven't had cereal in the last 9 or 10 months. So that's been fun. But yeah, surprisingly my blood sugars have been pretty stable. We did set like a postpartum program in my pump, so I was able just to switch right over. I actually did that like as they were wheeling me into the operating room for my C-section, because once that placenta is birthed, is like gone from my body, the insulin resistance that I was experiencing at the end of my pregnancy like completely disappears. It's crazy how fast it happens. So yeah, pre-pregnancy, or let's see, at the end of my pregnancy, I was taking almost 3 times the amount of insulin that I am now and was pre-pregnancy. So it's crazy the dramatic drop of insulin that I now need. It's been nice cost-wise and not going through as many pump supplies. But yeah, still trying to keep my blood sugar definitely under control. Obviously, I have to take care of myself so I can be the best mama I can be and take care of Cade. So yeah, that has been going really well. I am going to go ahead and show you my 1-week postpartum tummy. Here is a quick glance at this chunker. He does look so little in this bouncy seat though. The little like buckle area goes up to his armpits. Hi buddy. Out cold. Alright, so got some stairs in the background here. But yeah, here it is with the shirt on. I know you probably can't tell much with this shirt, but then the shirt up, and I've got some high-waisted pants on because of my incision, but this is what I mean, where everything kind of gets swollen by the end of the day and kind of like hangs over my incision, but in the morning when I do take that belly band off, everything's like pretty flat. So yeah, I'm definitely okay with this. I'll try to get in up close. There's the incision. Sorry if that's TMI. But yeah, my belly button is kind of back. Everything just kind of like, you know, feels like a bowl of Jell-O. That's just from my pants. But yeah, definitely okay with where things are at 1 week postpartum. My insulin pump hanging out over here. I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. That's all I can think of to tell you guys about myself 1 week postpartum. If you do have any questions for me, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Look out for my labor and delivery story and some footage all about the labor. That will maybe answer some more of your questions as far as how everything happened and how things are going postpartum as well. So look out for that. And I will talk to you guys later and see you in my next video. Bye, everybody. Mwah.